Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to everyone. My name is Hakim Abdullah and my check number 23 DRM1A.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Barik bin Muhammad Fazli. Number matrix 23 DRM20F1007.
Today, Barik and myself are going to talk about advantage and disadvantage of online class. One of the most of used term after the pandemic is the term new normal. The new normal in education in the increased use of online learning tools. The COVID-19 pandemic has triggered new way of learning. All around the world, education institutions are looking toward online learning platform to continue with the process of education students. The new normal now is a transformed concept of education with online learning at the core of this transformation. Today, digital learning has emerged as a necessary resource for students and schools all over the world. So, as you can see, these are 5 advantages of online learning. Now, I will start with advantage of online class. First of all, efficiency. Online learning offers teacher an efficient way to deliver lesson to students. Online learning has a number of the tools such as video, PDF, podcast, and teacher can use all these tools as the part of their lesson plan. By extending the lesson plan beyond traditional textbook to include online resources, teachers are able to become more efficient educators. Next, accessibility of time and place. Another advantage of online education is that it allows students to attend class from any location of their choice. It also allows the school to reach out to more extensive network of students instead of being restricted by geographic boundary. Additionally, online lectures can be recorded, archived, and shared for future reference. This allows students to access the learning material at the time of their comfort. Thus, online learning offers students the accessibility of time and place in education. Other than that is affordability. Another advantage of online learning is reduced financial costs. Online education is far more affordable as compared to physical learning. This is because online learning eliminates the cost point of student transportation, student meals, and most importantly, real estate. Additionally, all the course study material are available online, thus creating a paperless learning environment which is more affordable while also being beneficial to the environment. Next, it can improve student attendance. Since online class can be taken from home or location of choice, there are fewer chances of students missing out on lessons. Lastly, suit a variety of learning style. Every student has a different learning journey and a different learning style. Some students are visual learners, while some students prefer to learn through audio. Similarly, some students thrive in the classroom, and other students are solo learners who get distracted by large group. Next, Bari will talk about the disadvantage of online learning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Barik bin Muhammad Fazli. Number matrix 23 DRM20F1007. Just now, you already heard about the advantage of the online class by my friends Norma Hakim bin Abdullah. Now, I will present you about the disadvantage of the online class, or we call online learning. First of all, it's the inability to focus on screens. Student cannot focus on the screen computer in a very long time. For the research, student only can focus on the screen just until 15 minutes until 30 minutes. This is because of two factors. Number one is because they have the mobile phones. So when they're bored or when they have a notification on their phone, they will on the phone and maybe check the phone. Maybe have a WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and or anything social media. So they can play a game while they study in class. So it's because lecturer didn't know what their student does. So that's a very not good for student. Second is the factor of the environment for the students. This is because this is the new norm for all of students that online learning. They have a little brother that maybe can disturb him or her in the online learning, so they cannot focus on the screens what they study, because they need to treat their little brother or little sister in very careful. So this very bad effect to the students, because they cannot focus on screens what they study, but they need to treat their little brother or little sister. This is very not good. Number two is the technology issue. What I mean of the technology issue is the Wi-Fi or data connection. All of you know, if you want to do the online learning or online class, of course we need the Wi-Fi or data connection in the strong. So if place of the students or lecturer have a bad Wi-Fi or a bad data connection, or this a very give the bad effect to the online learning. For example, if the lecturer at that time their Wi-Fi are not good, so lecturer's voice will be stuck. So if stuck, the student cannot understand what lecturer want to talk clearly. So if you have the problem Wi-Fi or data, they just need to dismiss their class in the short time. For example, if their class is 1 hour, but they just need to do the class just 30 minutes. So this means others students cannot do anything but just answer with the WhatsApp groups. Other example is the for students. This is because, for example, if that time their Wi-Fi are in the good condition, so they cannot enter the class. When they cannot enter the class, they learn what the other student learn. As long as we know, not all of students have the good Wi-Fi or good data connection in their place. So maybe have half of student do the online learning will give the bad effect for him. So this will give the bad effect for their final exam, because they not enter the class. So this will be very disturb their learning. Number three is the sense of isolation. What I mean about the sense of isolation is the communication between students and lecturer. This is because in the online learning, they not face to face, but in the maybe like I say online learning just in the mobile phone and mobile phone. So the communication with the student and lecturer are very less. So this is because maybe lecturer teach until they forgot to ask the students. It's because in the online maybe the student not open the camera, so lecturer do not know what the student do, or maybe they have any problem mic, so the student cannot ask the lecturer. It's very bad because the lecturer did not know even their student understood or not about what he teach. So the bad effect is will give the very bad effect in the final exam, because because of that the final exam of student will be in the very bad grade. Number 4 is the teacher training. What I mean is as like we know, the technology the revolution of technology become modern. So maybe half of the lecturer did not know how to manage the technology for their do the online class. It is because maybe they just know maybe like I said before this, it's a new norm to teach the online learning. So it is very become difficult for a lecturer to do the online class if they not always do. For example, maybe they don't know how to manage the Google Meets or Webex. If they didn't know how to manage their online learning, this will give the bad effect to the students because if lecturer didn't know how to use and what student need to do. So if lecturer didn't know, so there will be very bad effect to students and for I said before this for their final exam. Lastly is the managed screen time. Managed screen time is the student or the lecturer just need to sit and watch their laptop in the very long period time. For example, maybe 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Let me just fake the example for students. Maybe they just sit and just watch their laptop at 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. So this will very give the bad effect because they need to move like walk or run. Before this they need to walk from hostel to their class. It is very good because they work maybe when they work their brain will in a very good condition and their body will very strong. But if in the new norms at the house, at the home, they not to do online learning, they just sit and watch the laptop and then do anything. Maybe they just go up, eat, bath, pray, and sleeps. And then go to the basic, wake up, do the online class, eat, pray, go to bathroom, and sleep. They will do it in every day because it's a new norm. So their post for example others their body posture will in the very bad. For example, maybe their backbone in the very bad conditions because they need to pull their body to watch the computer. In the end, just that me and my friend can share about the advantage and disadvantage of the online learning. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. So, Norm Hakim, could you give me one more about the benefit of the or advantage of the online learning?
For your question, buddy, I will answer your question. One more advantage for online learning is you can spend more time with your family after you finish your class. Okay, buddy, I have one question for you. So, can you explain to me how to solve the disadvantage of online learning?
Alright, now I will answer the question that by Norma Hakim. First, in the technology issue, the government should make sure all of the place in Malaysia must have the good data connection or Wi-Fi because it's very easy to students or lecturer to do in class online. Second, in manage screen time, the students should be smart. For example, they should be responsible for their self to make sure their body are strong and do the many works at home. That's that the answer for the question that Norman gave.